Cool. Okay, that's connected. It's telling me encoding overloaded, though. Why, dude? It's the same thing. No? I guess I'm just gonna knock this down to 1440p. We were doing 4K for the longest time. I don't understand, man. Alright. I think we fixed it. Come on. There it is. Okay, I downgraded YouTube to 1440p. For some reason, the 4K was like not operating correctly. Even though it's been doing fine for the last 2 weeks. Dude, that streaming's hard. Streaming's hard. Maybe we just keep it at 1440p for a while, guys. Druid or Barb for survivability. I mean, Barb is gonna have higher survivability in that scenario, in that choice. Okay, welcome back, guys. Sorry about the technical things getting kicked off, ruining my vibe. Let's get this going. It took me like 20 minutes to turn the stream on today. That's not what you want, right? You want to be able to just... Why am I exiting the Helltide? What? Blizzard what? Blizzard, please. Am I running lidless right now? Weird. Okay, well, we're finally here. We know where the first 300 chest is. Night Owl Nick redeeming first today. Oh boy. Nutty and Supremo are gonna be upset. That was a good steal there, Night Owl. Well done. Man, I hate how these mobs are just so spread out. Almost fighting like one little mob at a time. The clustering is so bad on these Wave of Darkness events. It's really bad. I can pull mobs all day and they're gonna be spread out no matter what I do. Okay, yeah, I was so distracted by the stream technology that we forgot to discuss what's going down on Thursday. Thursday is a crazy day, you guys. So, on Thursday, they're gonna talk, there's a campfire chat. Surprise! Campfire chat. They are gonna talk about Abattoir of Zir. They're gonna talk about the holiday event. They're going to talk about itemization. That's at 11 a.m. PT on Thursday. And then right after, at 12:30 PT, is the Path of Exile 2 stuff. So thankfully they're not right at the same time, but at least Blizzard was smart enough not to like overlap those two announcements. Because, I mean, listen, like, I'm very excited about Abattoir of Zir. I'm very excited about the holiday event. Don't get me wrong. But if you're going to ask me which live stream I'm attending, the Path of Exile 2 one, or the campfire chat about some minor features that we're going to see in Diablo 4, we're going to attend the Path of Exile 2 one. Like, it's a lot more. They're probably revealing a new class. I think that's a little bit more exciting. So I'm glad that they didn't put it at the same time. If they put it at the same time, it would have been a problem. If we mount a horse during the campfire chat, do we immediately get 15 stacks of info? Stacks of info. Only if you keep watching. It's like focus and restraint. You have to refresh the buff every 2 seconds. I think that's how it works. Is this the ZDPS build? Yeah, it is. Indeed. Indubitably, sir. I personally have never had a bad campfire. Well, the first one actually was kind of bad. You know, it's almost been a year since they started those. They started those in December of last year. The first one was kind of meh. But it was the first time they'd ever done it. They figured out a better format. Oh man, we can't get stuck in this garbage. We gotta turn around and go back to some better density. I'm gonna have to get some water or something. I'm yawning here. Gamer waifu like turned up the heat while I was out of the house, and I'm like dying now. Dude, I like that pixel right there. When the density is good, the pixel is great. This is a crap event. Oh, this is a decent event. Let's do this. Dude, why is my essence gen so bad today? Did we mess up my board or something? No? Board's good. I don't have my fire res maxed? No, I do. I don't know what you're talking about, Durabber. I'm dying over here. Why is the heat? I have to like get water. I'm like drying up like a unwatered plant. Hold on, let me. Ugh. Okay, first we got technical difficulties. Now we got human difficulties. Let me go redeem this 300 chest and go get some water. My IRL fire resistance. Oh. Yeah, Muns, I did see that. That is probably smart. I don't think it changes too much. That node, the damage while injured node with armor on it, that node is actually not very good, unfortunately. So that doesn't help us too much. But entering Flesh Eater from the bottom is smarter. That entrance that I'm using on Flesh Eater, it is clumsy. That is something that I need to stop doing. It's just a bad habit of when I optimize my boards. That Flesh Eater entrance is just always bad. Okay, be right back. Let me get some better water. I'm like out. Okay. Yeah, I kind of hate Paragon optimization. I think it's dumb.
New subscriber.
V-Truth with the 6 months. Yeah, why didn't I go off?
Initiating follow sequence.
There it is. Why, hold on, what?
New subscriber.
There it is. There it goes. V-Truth, thank you so much, man. Loving the hat. You know what I discovered? Not only is the hat warm, but it keeps my hair out of my face. So it's very useful. Just every day I have this hair is the day I've had the longest hair I've ever had in my life. So every day is sort of a new experience for me at the moment. We're figuring out new hair metas every single day. Tonight. The BlizzCon pictures are legendary. Yeah, dude, I've kind of grown into taking pictures and videos and stuff in the past year or two. It's been quite the journey. I really like it. Anna Riker, would you die? Yeah, dude, that was. We got some good picks, man. It was, so I'll tell you, I think BlizzCon, for me, I had a great time. But I was there, I basically didn't even have enough time to leave the Diablo hall. I was just meeting friends the whole time. Which was so awesome. But I'll tell you, as a regular attendee, it was a bit of a shit show this year. Apparently the Warcraft area, which I didn't even make it to the Warcraft area. The Warcraft area was on the opposite side of the con. Apparently the Warcraft area was total disaster. Is that your first time meeting MAXROLL people in person? Technically speaking, no, but MAXROLL didn't exist until end of November 2019, after the 2019 BlizzCon. So I met some folks like Riker and Dreadscythe and folks like that in person previously, but we weren't called MAXROLL back then. It was just Diablo community people back then. It was a lot less organized. I see a lot of Paragon boards only take 29-25 dex for exploit. The additive vuln damage is not very good. That's why. Yeah, exploit is actually... Exploit used to be a better node. Oh, you just reminded me of something too. I wanted to swap out one of my vampiric powers. Instead of Prey the Weak, I was gonna run Domination. Thanks for that reminder there. Rahi, yo, welcome in. Sorry, did I miss a message about minions? My chat's moving fast today, boys. I tried dropping Howl, but it drops the stagger on the boss. Yeah, I grew up. Howl is very good. You can drop it. It is an option. What happened, Rahi? Let's take a look at all these stupid ass amulets. No. No. DR close. No. No, no. No. Shadow, cold, burning, shadow damage over time, lightning, cold, bleeding, attack speed, fire, cold. Okay, now let's optimize for good dungeons. Okay. You got an Uber, Rahi. Congrats.
Initiating follow sequence.
Do I have a sanguine that we can go run? Don't have a sanguine. You can probably answer this one for me. What's holding back Summon Necro? The design of minions in this game is awful. The design of minions in this game is completely shit. So, okay, first of all, before we even get to the design of minions, let's talk about minions AI. So minions will just not attack enemies. You can go test this out yourself. Like, just walk up to the training dummy. Sometimes your minions will just stand there and do absolutely nothing. And then other times, they're slow to attack. Like, it takes their AI a while to figure out that they exist. They just, like, don't know where they are. They're just dumb. So you're like, hey, enemy is there. Go, attack. And then they're like, oh yeah. And then they'll start attacking. And you're like, what the hell? I just lost 5 seconds of time on this one pack. If you lose 5 seconds of time on every single pack, like, it doesn't matter how much damage you do. It doesn't matter. You can do infinite damage. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? So there's thing number one. Thing number two. Minion, the way minion damage works is you have to take modifiers for minion damage on your gear so your minions can do damage and so that your minions can survive. Guess what that doesn't do? It doesn't let your character survive. Like, who cares if your skeletons die? If your character is dead? That does, right? But here's the thing. If you don't take those stats, then your minions effectively do no damage. So the only reason minions were even doing damage in Season 1, they weren't, by the way. Minions were not doing damage in Season 1. The reason that there was a minion build was because there was a Mindeln build. And Mindeln had a bugged interaction which was allowing you to trigger the lucky hit chance 100% of the time. So it wasn't even a minion build. I was telling everybody this, but nobody wanted to, like, believe me. They were like, oh, minions are great. I'm like, no, it's not. It's a bug with Mindeln. And next season, they're going to fix this bug, and no one's going to play minions. Why? Because minions are trash. Like, actual minions are trash. And so, yeah, here we are. Yeah, minions are dog water. Yatia, your Vortex Necro slams and blasts, bro. My god, shot blight one time, pulls in enemies. Pick up loot left behind. It's a speed farming god. Yeah, of course. Hey, Kodo, welcome back. Welcome in, Yatia. First time in here. Yeah, I'm right with you. Tripping is like everybody wants to use minions, but they're pretty awful right now. They're just pretty awful. Void aspect has been good since beta. So like what you're seeing with Void is not new. It's just that Blight has never really been viable. And X-Falls does a good job of making Blight pretty viable. Oh, that's maxed. That's nice. Let's see if any of these have stats. No. I like damage over time in life, but otherwise, no. Hey, Got Funky, welcome back. Good to see you, man. Let's clean out this inventory. You like the aspect which makes them cast Blizzard? I actually think that aspect is really poorly designed. Because Necromancer doesn't do any cold damage. There's no way to scale it. So, there's no scalers for cold damage. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah. I hear what you're saying though. Yeah. Have aspects that make minions use abilities. That's good. I do agree there. But not Blizzard. Like what? What are they thinking, man? How about an aspect that makes minions cast Blight? Okay. You have 14 Blights getting cast all at the same time, triggering X-Falls. That would... Now we're talking! Okay. Is this version using lidless? No, this is just speed farming. But my actual AOZ spec, I swapped to a real shield. Minions have Bone Storm. Yeah, having minions have Bone Storm would be pretty sick. Minions could use Sever. Yeah, okay, yeah. Look, hey, look at that. Actual good ideas. I mean, even if they have better minion aspects, I don't think that fixes the fundamental problem where there's like stats on gear that are like your minions are good and your character dies now. Grasping Veins on neck, Jacko. Yeah, for Lilith, you might want to look at the max damage variant I have on MAXROLL. Because Lilith is just going to one-shot you anyway. What's a good aspect to put on your shield? I put Disobedience on my shield. Shielding Storm on legs. And Void on chest. Those are my 3 defensive aspects. Yeah, I'm probably done updating Bone Spear for the season. There might be one more set of tweaks after AOZ, but I think the season updates are done for Bone Spear pretty much. Now I can get onto other many of my mini projects to do. Somebody knows about the crit cap? Cup? I don't know what cup is. PvP is such a mess right now, dude. I don't really recommend anything for PvP besides survivability. I know right now that Necro's Infinimist build is really, really good for PvP, but aside from that, like, I don't really do PvP because it's just a mess, dude. It's just a hot mess. There's a lot of problems with PvP right now. And I am so not a fan of clicking and picking up all of these different boss items. Minions have their own skill trees. Yeah, I mean, that's basically what the Book of the Dead does. I don't think that fundamentally fixes the problem, though. I mean, I think the problem is that minion damage and your character damage and minion survivability and your survivability is all competitive for the same slots on your character. And you're never going to make that trade, ever. Nobody's ever gonna do that. Like, why is making minions good dependent on making your character bad? No one's gonna ever make that trade. Bondi, thank you for the follow. It's not a straightforward answer of how to fix them? Oh, I mean, I actually do think it's a straightforward answer of how to fix them. There's 2 different ways you can go about it. The first way you can go about it is you can do what Diablo Immortal did. Minions in Diablo Immortal actually feel pretty good. In Diablo Immortal, minions are basically more or less invulnerable. And minions are just attacks, right? So, like, if you want... You equip your skeletal skeletal like warriors or whatever. You keep your skeletons, and then they become an attack depending on, you know, which legendaries you have on. You can change like what their attack is, but you essentially just direct them to attack. Same thing with your golem. And your golem, by the way, your golem is badass in Immortal. Like the bone golem, basically the bone golem, you direct your bone golem to attack. He fucks shit up. He is like awesome. So you just direct him to attack. He does his attack, but it's basically like casting a spell. Using the golem is casting a spell. Right now, it's like this like AI minion thing that like has an auto attack, and you're like, the game wants you to make the auto attack good, and that's weird. That's bad. So I mean, that's how you do that, right? It's like nobody cares about the auto attack. The auto attack is never going to be good because the AI is always going to be bad. You let the human control the golem or the skeleton by using it as an attack. That's basically the answer. Now there are different ways that you can do that. Right? You can make it so that the attack, like it's a unique attack. I think that's the way Immortal does it, and I think that works pretty well for like a phone game. I personally think that you can go deeper in Diablo 4, where minions could like mirror all of your core skills based on the attack that you want to do. I think you could do it that way in D4. Cadaverous with Sackring is 10x on most Bone Spirit attacks. It's 40x with Flesh Eater. I think I answered your question, Jacko. I've forgotten it, though. Yeah, put it on Amulet, Jacko. And check out the damage max variant that I have on MAXROLL if you're fighting Lilith. I would love a simulacrum that could equip different skills. I mean, that's effectively what we're talking about here, right? Is your skeletal minions and your golem and whatever, they have an attack that then can get modified by your aspects, right? So you could say like, skeletal minions no longer do a charge up attack. Now they cast Blight or whatever. Or you could even make unique ones, right? Like you're suggesting. Bum 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 bum. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. Yeah, me too got funky. Hey, Zaphod, welcome back. Glad to get away from RL today, having plumbing issues. Oh, shit, dude. Plumbing issues. Sounds like the butcher came over to your house and decided to take a fresh meat in your toilet. Yeah, plumbing is... When the plumbing's not working correctly, it's not a good time. Good night, Patrick. You don't have lidless yet, so using an offhand and playing with Cadaverous. Cadaverous. I don't know what Cadaverous is off the top of my head. Ah, the snow is so bright, dude. My eyes are burning. Ah! Wait, I have a solution for this. Ugh. Oh, thank God. Finally got CE Black River. Feeling good on bosses today. T100 melt 12 seconds now instead of 25. Hell yeah. That's what we like to see. Yeah, Black River is a lot better than I think people give it credit for. Believe it or not, my Black River is still not maxed out. Even though I've gotten many, many of them from Duril. I do not have a completely 100% min-maxed one yet, so I'm actually missing a little bit of damage from mine. It's like 11% that I'm missing. Oh, you're going with Serok's 7 glyph board? Yeah. Yeah, you can go with more damage that way. I tend to optimize for survivability because of hardcore. But yeah, the game right now is fundamentally built around the fact that glyphs give you multipliers, and you can ignore survivability in favor of damage. You have 15k armor, 17k life. Yeah, but how's your DR? Let's go... Oh, let's just go back here. It's all about the DR, baby. Another way to think about it is that armor and resistance is just DR. Are we good? Okay. Armor and resistance is just DR with a cap. That's all it is. Yeah, I'm all in that hardcore mindset. 52 close, 7 all, 12 shadow. That's a little papery for my tastes. Let's see, what am I sitting at? Let's take a look at how much DR I have real quick. Let's see how much DR I have. So here's my shield, here's my actual boots. So we got we got 20 plus, let's see, 38. Here, let's do this. $20 plus 18.2 plus, I'm not going to count the damage from distant. I'll just say that it covers the damage from close there. 13.2. Four 4.6 and 20.2. $16.7. I think this is also 20.2. 14.6. 15.3. 9. 21.6. 11.9. 185.5 DR right now. So I've got roughly about 3 times as much DR as you do, Fuzzy, at the moment. Just for reference, just so you know, like, how we roll in hardcore. Aren't the totals shown in the defensive section of the character info? You mean this? We don't use this. That is a liar. That screen is a liar. We don't use that screen. That screen is the path of madness. Everything lies on that screen, Delgar, yeah. Don't use it. Yeah, that screen is terrible. It is a terrible, horrible liar. What does it mean to be over 100% DR? No, that's not what that is. So, damage reduction gets multiplied together, reverse multiplicatively. So, the amount, that number that I was giving you, that 150 number or whatever, all that number is just telling you, like, how much total DR I have, not what, like, the in-game calculation for how, like, DR is calculated. We actually don't have access to that, we don't have access to that equation. Believe it or not, the damage equation for Diablo 4 and like how certain mechanics get applied and so on is very poorly understood because nobody has access to the server side code, so nobody's actually compiled what those things are yet. We only know because the only things we know are like people literally walking in and getting hit by certain enemies and stuff just to see what happens. There's no like mathematical derivation of the damage equation or anything like that. We just have good guesses of what it is. And the reason we have good guesses is because we have 10 years. We have 10 plus years of Diablo 3 data mining and 10 plus years of 20 plus years of Diablo 2 as well. So like we have good guesses about how things should probably work, but nobody like really knows. It's still very early in Diablo 4's life cycle. I don't understand why all these things like explode as poison. That's so stupid. All those like explosions in here are really dumb. So yeah, the final equation is not 100% DR, but rather like it gets closer and closer to 100% DR as you go. Reverse multiplicatively. You have to hit those RL responsibilities, Zeal. All right, man. But yeah, you can kind of see the effect of having really good DR is like I walk into this nightmare dungeon, whatever. This is close to 100. It's a 98. And we just basically don't take damage like at all, really. Now I do know that the shield is taking some damage, and then it's effectively just like insta healing it. So like that's kind of how that's working, but it's good. It's good. Can you actually attack this guy? Thank you. Thank you. Hey, gamer waifu. What's the plan tonight? Did you want to watch an anime? No. You do? Okay. Well, can I end my stream and then go grab food and stuff? I'm gonna probably go downstairs. I think that's a plan.
I'm just thinking what I want.
Okay, well you think about it. Alright guys, well you heard it. Gamer Waifu wants to watch some anime, so I'm gonna end stream a little earlier today. Pretty short stream. I guess we'll be back tomorrow. Let's see, what is tomorrow? Oh, tomorrow's Tuesday. So yeah, quick reminder for everybody. Thursday is an important announcement day. 11 p.m. Pacific time. We have a campfire chat. I'm gonna be co-streaming that. And then immediately after at 12:30 Pacific time, we have a Path of Exile 2 announcement. So I'll be co-streaming both of those. So yeah, make sure you're here on Thursday. And I think that's going to be super awesome. I do have 4 hours logged into Path of Exile 2. And if you want to check it out, I also interviewed Jonathan Rogers, who is sort of the lead on Path of Exile 2. I forget his exact title, lead director, or whatever it is. I've got that up over on MAXROLL as well if you go over to the PoE2 section. Anyway, y'all have a great rest of your night. Peace.